Hi there, I'm going to start today's video by giving you guys some examples of excuses that we have all used at some point to excuse our lack of self-discipline. Here we go. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. YOLO. Either way, I'm going to die anyway, so it's time that we all learned to be self-disciplined, myself included. Before I get into this video, actually, I just want to give a disclaimer. I am in no way saying I have mastered the art of self-discipline. I actually... Sorry, the dog was barking. I actually decided to film this video. After I was doing some personal research on how I could be better self-disciplined. Then as I was doing this, I thought, maybe there's people who would also benefit from this information, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who struggles with self-discipline and waits for the last possible minute to get things done. You're welcome. So let's talk about what is self-discipline. Self-discipline is defined as the ability to control oneself. Sorry, I didn't memorize it. I should have, but... And to make yourself work hard or do something that is particularly difficult or uncomfortable without anyone else needing to tell you or push you to get it done. It's all about self-control, self-regulation, willpower, resolve, determination, and drive. It's how you get yourself to do what needs to be done, even if it's difficult or uncomfortable or just not fun. So this video, basically, when I was doing my background reading research, that kind of thing, I read quite a lot of articles and I've tried to condense the general idea of all of them in this video. A common misconception about self-discipline is that it is a superpower that was given to a select few at the point of creation, but this is not the case. Self-discipline is a skill, and just like any other skill, it can be learned. So let's get into this journey together, shall we? So the first step is starting with why. Motivation is key. I'll give you guys an example. Have you ever seen how women are, or how we are as women, when we have maybe an event coming up, maybe like a wedding or a prom or something like that, and you have a dress that you want to fit in? The discipline that is exercised in those cases is quite amazing. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's easy to stick to whatever exercise regimen or diet or whatever to try to fit into that dress. This is the principle, this is the concept. You need something to motivate you to have self-discipline. You have to find a reason that is compelling enough to get you going and to make you skip over all the reasons why you shouldn't. While we are on the subject of starting with why, I recommend you read this book if you really struggle to understand the concept of starting with why. Even if you do understand it, it really is just a good read and it will not be time wasted, I promise. The second step is to have a plan or create a habit or a routine or ritual around your life to help you have better self-discipline. Now, lucky for you, I've already made a whole video on how to incorporate good habits. I will leave it linked up here. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it after this video. But yeah, basically having your life in routines and that sort of thing is helpful because you establish a what, when, and how. It's difficult to be self-disciplined about doing something or getting something done when it remains a vague idea that is kind of floating in a cloud above your head. It's easier to just hit the snooze button when you don't have a plan of action. So have an action plan, establish habits, establish a routine. It will help you to a starting point to then implement the discipline. And if it's discipline in the sense of staying away from a specific thing, maybe social media, then remove the temptation. I've also done a video previously on getting rid of bad habits, so if you need help with that, you can also check it out. The next step is tolerating discomfort. I think what makes it hardest to implement self-discipline a lot of the times is it makes us very uncomfortable. You know, waking up early in winter, or making it okay for every day to be a cheat day. It's so easy for us to come up with excuses for allowing ourselves to not be in discomfort. Practice to be okay with discomfort, and the more you do it, the easier it will become. So build endurance by tolerating discomfort. Push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, and this will certainly help you in establishing self-discipline. The next step is to create a goal, a challenge, or a deadline. The first thing that came to mind when I was looking at this point was the Chloe Ting challenge. If you don't know what that is, look it up here on YouTube after this video. Try it out and tell me how your abs feel at the end, if you even make it to the end. But anyway, things like this are really helpful in getting you to be disciplined when you set your mind to do something for a specific amount of time. So actually, in light of practicing what I preach, I have decided to start a 10-day workout challenge starting tomorrow. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, and then we can work out together. But yeah, I've just been struggling to remain active and to work out, so I'm hoping that if I can do this for 10 days, hopefully it'll be easier for me to continue. The next step is reward or punishment. This is called the carrot or stick method. And basically, the carrot is representing the reward and the stick, of course, the punishment. You've got to figure out for yourself what works better. Rewarding yourself for doing something or punishing yourself for not doing something, or both. You know, it's really a thing that differs from person to person. You've got to figure out what works for you and what's going to help you to discipline yourself more. The next step is to recover quickly. Now I'm going to explain that. It comes in two forms, I suppose. The first form is when you accomplish something good and then you spend so much time celebrating your win that you lose all the progress. And then the other side of it is when you fail at something and then you are just sad and give up. Celebrate your victories, yes, but keep it going. And even when you fail, you should still keep it going. The last step is to have an accountability buddy. Have you ever wondered why celebrities manage to lose weight so quickly or stick to these diets and all that kind of stuff? It's because they have people helping them. They have personal trainers, they have nutritionists, and the whole bit. And what do these people give them? Accountability. One of my friends recently posted that she is going to be reading a book every 3 days. And then she asked her friends to keep her accountable and to ask her after every 3 days if she's finished it and what it was about or whatever. Just something to keep her going. And I think this is a very effective method of implementing self-discipline. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to this channel and share the video with your friends who need help to also be self-disciplined. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!